Alright, is this working? Welcome to round 3 of the No Assist Championship as we load into the race around Austria. Bit of a delayed start unfortunately, but getting going now. As we head into round 3, it's Stefan 1980 who's currently leading the championship on 18 points, followed closely by Speed Queen, and then Jochen Bird, and after last week's win, Tamworth Fox is in 4th, and then HR Racing Green, Malk, Veni Vidi Vici, or Veni, iMakers, Rick, Sargent, Dolly, Big Boss, Uzer, Challenger, and Deepova. So I'm a spectator, I won't actually be able to see what the weather forecast will be, so I have to see whether it will end up being dry or a bit wet. Who knows? Alright, let's see who's going to be the first out on track. Still no one's come out yet. I will just check my voice is what's still working. Yeah, that's all fine. So Tamworth Fox is the first person out on track in the Sauber. I think he got dropped down a car or two after last week's win, so he might find it a little bit more tricky this week. Stifler's also come out in the Force India. He won the first race of the season at Bahrain, but only got 5th last week. Fenny is out in his Haas. Racing Green's out, also coming out in his Sauber as well. Jock is just coming out in his Red Bull. Challenger's just coming out in his Mercedes. Let's follow Tamworth Fox. He's getting ready to start his lap. So around Austria, you can go on the Ultra Softs, Super Softs and Softs, the 3 different tyre compounds. Most people will probably qualify on Ultra Softs. Right on board with Tamworth. As he comes up towards the first hairpin. A little lock up, but clips the apex nicely. Malk nicely gets out of the way for him there, so it doesn't hold him up too much. He locks up for the 2nd corner in a row, but still keeps it on the track. Runs a little bit wide there. Just getting on the bit of curve that you don't want to be on. So comes around the last corner. See what time he sets. 108.9. Is anyone else on a lap at the moment? I think Dolly's come out, but he's going back into the pits again. I think Stifler's on the lap, wasn't he? maybe racing green. Might have just started one, I think. Sargent's also out on track now in his McLaren. So I believe he's just starting a lap, or he might have just done one, I'm not entirely sure. After Racing Green's completed this lap, I'll have a quick look into what times everyone's done so far. It's a very tidy last corner there. Goes 5th fastest. So I think Fenny's provisionally on pole for 107.9 and Tamworth. Jock, Racing Green, Stifler, Speed Queen. Oh. Sargent jumps up to 2nd with a 108.9. I think it's up to 2nd? Yeah. Miles behind Fenny. So Fenny's looking like the one to beat at the moment. I think everyone's just on a cool down lap. Yeah, Jock's in the pits. Racing Green's on a cool down lap. Mark's just coming out, I think. Yeah, he's just coming out of the pits. Looking to improve on his first time. Oh, what's happened up here? There's a bit of contact between multiple cars there. Bit bizarre. I think it might actually have started to rain. Yeah, it started to rain. It's looking unlikely that anyone will be able to improve their times. So the last 5 minutes of this qualified session might be a bit of an anticlimax, really. So currently it's Venny, followed by Rick, followed by Sargent, Tamworth, Jock, Racing Green. Ah, Mark's gone up to pole. Has he? No? What? Okay, that's really weird. So Venny, Rick, Sargent, Tamworth, Jock, Racing Green, Speed Queen, Challenger, and then Malk. Malk is miles behind at the moment, don't know what's happened to him. Mark's got a lovely bright blue helmet, going with his pink Force India. It's an interesting design choice there. See where the slabs puts him. I'm impressed we managed to improve. No, it doesn't improve, I don't think. No. Still in 6th, I think? Why is... That's so muddled up, it's weird. Oh, there's three cars battling over position on track at the moment. Don't know what's going on here. Is that Sauber right behind him? Is that Tamworth? No, it'll be Racing Green. Wonder if he's just getting held up a bit there and he's had to back off. Be a bit unfortunate for him if he did. But these things happen. So Tamworth's happy of his time then. Unless he's crashed. Mark is also happy. See if he improved there. I don't think he did. Might have improved a little bit. Slide him round the hairpin. I think it's turn 3 now, isn't it? Turn 3 or 4? Something like that. Even though it's really turn 2. But yeah. Oh. Got a bit. Lost a bit of control there, getting that curve. Sliding it around the track at the moment. It's completely missed the apex. Oh, and that's the wall. So, I think Challenger's the only one actually out on track at the moment. See if he can improve his time at all. Oh, it's very sideways coming out of that corner there. I'm so bad with the corner numbers, it's ridiculous. I probably won't even attempt to say them. Oh, as it comes into the pits. I think it's just too wet to improve his time. And that would be the end of qualifying. So I think it's Venny on pole. See in a second when this actually loads. Oh, what's going on here? otherwise you're going back out on track. Alright, is this gonna end now? Yeah, so it's Venny on pole for 107.9 with Rick half a second behind him and half a second, well, about 4/10 behind here. Sargent, followed by Tamworth, Jock, HR Racing Green, Mark, Speed Queen, Malk, Dodie, and then Challenger. It's quite tight between Sargent, Tamworth, and Jock, all within a few hundredths of a second. So let's see, will it be dry or will it be wet? That's the question. It looks, well, it's dry at the moment. Doesn't look like there's many clouds either, so it might be a dry race. So we wait for everyone to sort out their setups and strategies and so on. Alright, 5 lights and away we go. That's a good start from Venny there, and Sargent in third, getting past the mark in a Force India, I think that is. Sargent goes a little bit wide. Looks like they've all managed to avoid contact in the first corner, so drop back through the pack a little bit. So Red Bull goes down the inside of the Sauber. A little bit of contact, but they managed to keep it going in the right direction. It's not who I really wanted to go to. So Tamworth is trying to have a look past Sargent, but Sargent's defending well. Rick and Venny have got away well from the start. Managed to create a little bit of a gap. So run back through the pack. Mark is right onto the back of Tamworth Fox at the moment. He's having a little look down the inside, but he's not going to go for anything there. This Racing Green goes a little bit wide for the last corner as well. Mark is lining up the Sauber into the first corner. Is he going to attack? He's going to go for it. See, can he get the move done? So Sauber goes a little bit wide, but it's now a drag race going up to the hairpin between the Force India and the Sauber. So the Mercedes power, it looks like Mark's now got a move done. Oh, he might be able to hold it around the outside. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. So they try to go too wide, and that allows Tamworth and Speed Queen. I think that's Speed Queen? No, it's not Speed Queen. It's Racing Green and Jock to get past. So Mark's now having a look down the inside of Racing Green. He's going to make it stick. They're still trying to keep around the outside there. He gets a move done eventually, and oh, Racing Green gets on the grass a little bit and tags a McLaren, ends up spinning round. Oh, and he's retired from the session as well. Tamworth is having a look down the inside of the McLaren. He's dived into the pit, so I wonder if he's got some front wing damage. Malk's having a look down the inside of the Speed Queen. No, it doesn't quite get the move done. Let's see. Yeah, Rick and Venny have both pulled away quite a decent size. Oh no, Sargent's keeping with Venny at the moment. So the front three have pulled away quite a lot. There's a big gap between Sargent and Jock in fourth. Mark's right up the back of Jock at the moment. Applying a little bit of pressure, and then there's a little bit of gap between Speed Queen and Malk just behind them. Be interesting to see what strategies people go for. I'd imagine most people would probably go for a two-stop. I think it's probably the best strategy. I can't remember because I haven't actually done Austria for a while. Sargent's still keeping up with Rick at the moment. It's not really close enough to actually apply some serious pressure at the moment. Same with Mark, really. It's quite close to Jock, but not really applying a massive amount of pressure. The Red Bull is visibly much quicker through the second sector of the Red Bull, not the Red Bull, Force India. But Force India should be able to close up a fair amount of straights. Looks like Sargent's caught up to the back of Rick quite a bit as well, but then Rick would just pull away on the straights. So I imagine it would be quite frustrating for Sargent catching Rick up during the corners and then just seeing him pull away down the straights. Oh, as Rick gets very tail happy, and that allows Sargent to get alongside him. Wow, it's a shocking camera angle. But then the straight line speed to Force India just allowing him just to pull away too much as Rick locks up again. Sargent's now right on the back of Rick, but with the Honda engines, it's proven quite difficult to try and get past them. It's so much quicker through the corners, but you just can't get past them on the straights. He's going to have a look down the inside. No, he's just tucked up behind him again. Maybe he's just going to try and force Rick into a mistake. But this is allowing Jock and Mark to catch up a little bit as well. These two battling away. Again, Sargent gets a great run coming out of the hairpin, but then the Mercedes engine, the Force India, is just too good. Just allows him to get away again. Right, I'm just going to run through the field. So Venny is miles out in front. And then it's Rick closely followed by Sargent. Jock not too far behind. And Mark not too far behind him. Speed Queen, Malk, Doley, Challenger, and then Tamworth. Tamworth went for an early pit stop, so that's why it's so far behind. But this is starting to get interesting as Jock's catching up to the back of these two, so it could end up turning into a 3 or 4 way battle here. Especially if Rick's holding up Sergeant. Sergeant's unable to get past. And I wonder what lap everyone will start to think about jumping into the pits and putting a new set of tyres on. But Rick's also on the super soft tyres, so we should be able to stay out quite a bit longer. That would also explain why Sergeant's able to catch him quite a bit. But Rick locked up again into that corner. So it's not really going to help his tyres at the moment. Nearly 6 cars over in one camera shot there. It's not too bad at this stage of the race. Jock is slowly starting to apply some pressure on Sergeant now. It's not really much separating them. He's within DRS, within the DRS window, so he won't be close enough this lap, I believe, but maybe I'll think about it in the next few laps. Mark's not too far behind Jock as well at the moment. Jock is now caught right up to the back of Sergeant through that middle sector. It's well within DRS territory now. Sergeant already goes defensive into the first corner. So it goes side by side as Jock got to move down. It's going to be very close. Might have slightly touched wheels, but Sergeant's managed to keep hold of the position for the time being. Jock goes down the inside. It's very tight, but Sergeant's managed to keep hold of it. Jock's got a bit of oversteer coming out of that corner, but managed to keep hold of it, but he's lost quite a bit of time. Marcus now right at the back of him. Sergeant goes a little bit wide, and this allows Jock to have a little look around the outside. Don't know if he's actually going to keep hold of it. Is he still there? It's just brilliant racing between the two of them, giving them the perfect amount of space, but not actually giving up the position. Sergeant's finally held on. So he goes defensive again. Is Jock going to have another look around the outside? No, he thinks better of it, just backs up behind him. Sergeant runs wide again, and now, that allowed Jock to have a little look, but Sergeant, I don't think he realised it was there, and turned into the corner normally, but ended up being quite a bit of contact. Now Sergeant's dropped all the way back behind Malk. He's now trying to turn around. He's lost a bit of his front wing as well. It's a disaster for Sergeant now. Well, it was a little bit of an ambitious move from Jock, but there was space for him to put his nose there, and Sergeant did end up going wide. So neither of them are really at fault. Again, this has allowed Rick to pull a massive gap to the cars behind. After all that battling between Jock and Sergeant. He's on the harder tyres, so he shouldn't be struggling with tyre wear as much as Jock is at the moment. So I wonder if we start to see him pull away from the rest of the pack. So now there's a little bit of a train forming behind Jock, Mark, Speed Queen, and then Mount closely behind. Jock does actually have a very nice helmet though. Nice red and blue design. Let's ride on board with Malk a little bit. He's caught right up to the back of Speed Queen. Oh, he's lost the rear end a little bit and lost quite a bit of time. See as Mark now tries to attack Jock. Jock goes a little bit deep and he's dived into the pits, okay. See, is anyone else pitted? No one else is pitted. Let's see what tyres Jock goes onto. Goes onto the ultra softs again, so he's definitely at least doing 2 stops. Sergeant dives into the pits as well. Let's see if he goes for anything different or if he just goes for the ultra softs again. Let's see. He goes into this soft tyre, that's interesting. Might be a bit tricky for him to get all the way to the end on those, but I imagine he'll probably pit again. We'll have to see. Got very close to the wall on the exit there. Venny's still out. He's miles ahead. How many seconds? 20 seconds ahead of him near it. That's ridiculous. Mark's up to 3rd now as he runs very wide. Seems to be struggling quite a bit of tyre wear at the moment. Malk is now challenging Speed Queen. Speed Queen went wide at the last corner. Is he going to have a look down the inside? No, he thinks better of it and just tucks in behind. He's got the better engine, so if he gets a good run out of here, he might be able to challenge into the next corner. Is I guess a good exit, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. Jock has managed to get past Dolly, I believe, or is Dolly challenging Doc? Well, this is a bit of a tasty battle now with Tamworth challenging Sergeant. Tamworth goes round the outside into the hairpin. He's going to make it stay. Let's ride on board as Sergeant. Challenge bait really early. Sergeant locks up a little bit. Tamworth gets a little bit tail happy, but it looks like Sergeant's got the move done as they run down the straight. This isn't really an ideal camera angle. Oh, there's a little bit of contact between the two of them now. It looks like Sergeant's finally got the move done in those soft tyres. Oh no, Tamworth's coming back at him. Tamworth's got the inside line. Sergeant tries to go around the outside. He gets forced onto the curb a little bit there, but might just be able to hold it around the outside. That's quality racing within 2 of them though. Tamworth still not giving up. No, he's just tucked in behind him. Sergeant goes very defensive, hugging that pit wall. Tamworth's not really close enough to have a proper look down the inside there. This is allowing challengers to pull away from them a little bit. These two are battling. Sergeant locks up again going into the hairpin. That's not going to be good for his tyre wear. I felt a little look, but wasn't quite close enough again. Speed Queen's gone onto the Ultra Softs. And Mark's already pitted and gone onto the Softs. I think he's managed to get ahead of Jock as well. This Mark is having a little look down the inside of Dolly, but it's not quite close enough. Dolly gets a little bit of oversteer coming out of that corner. That allows Malk to get very close to him, but he's not going to try it down the outside there, I don't think. He's going to have a look down the inside. No. Wonder if he's just going to wait and try and get him in the DRS zone here. These three are still battling away. Sergeant's having a look around the outside again, but he's got a cut back on him. That's beautifully done from Sergeant there. And Tamworth is now trying to go round the outside of him. Let's try and find him. Oh, who's that? Is that Challenger that's gone off? Yeah, he's had a little spin. He was on really old tyres, so didn't have as much grip as the rest of them. Dolly has still managed to stay ahead of Malk. But Malk is still right up behind him. But again, I don't think it's quite close enough. Malk's also a very careful driver, so he won't really go for an overtake if he's too far behind. So much quicker from the middle sector. Gets right onto the back of him. Speed Queen's managed to get past Jock as well. I wonder what's happened there. It's got a lovely helicopter cam. Malk's finally managed to get past Dolly. The one time I look away from it and he's managed to get past. Typical. Sergeant and Tamworth are still extremely close. Oh, who's that that's just gone straight on? It's a Challenger again. Why is... Okay, he's gone onto the intermediate tyres. That's bold. Why has he done this? It looks like there is going to be rain, but the track's dry, so surely it's still on dry tyres. Okay. Maybe it'll pay off for him, but it doesn't really look like it. Because again, he just goes straight on. Surely he's going to come into the pits. No, he's staying out, okay. Not sure if he's bold or crazy. Or one or the other. Seems like everyone's got a little bit spread out at the moment, otherwise, other than Tamworth and Sargent. Tamworth is struggling on these tyres a little bit. It does seem to keep going a little bit wide. Is Challenger still out on the intermediates? Yep. Still not sure why. He's struggling so much. But surely there's no advantage at all in being in the intermediates. Yeah, he's finally seen sense. Gone into the pits. Because even if you're raining like now, you don't want to be on the intermediate tyres for another couple of laps. You lose so much time. It looks like Speed Queen is catching up to the back of Mar as she tries to get onto the podium. Jock's not too far behind as well. Oh, Tamworth's managed to get past Sargent. I must have missed that. I'll look away for a minute and then miss something. It's not really ideal. I wonder if Tamworth's now going to pull away on the slightly softer tyre. I do wonder if it's going to start to rain soon. Be interesting to see if it'll benefit anyone. If anyone's going to take a little bit of a risk and jump onto the intermediate tyres like a lap earlier than everyone else, or what's going to happen. Who knows? Sargent's managed to catch up to the back of Tamworth again. The Honda engine versus old Ferrari engine. Yep, it's started to rain now by the looks of it. As Tamworth goes wide, now allows Sargent back through. Let's see how hard it's raining. Looks like it's just light rain at the moment. Let's see. This last for us. Someone dives into the pits. Dolly, that's interesting. It's still too early for the inters, but okay. It's bold. See how much he struggles once he comes up the pits. Where is Tamworth? Well, Tamworth and Sargent are battling again as Tamworth goes wide. That's a drag race, but Sargent got a much better run. So now managed to get back ahead. Tamworth seems to be struggling a little bit in these conditions. Sargent's pulled a little bit of a gap in that middle sector. Well, at the end of the middle sector and start of the third sector. As Tamworth goes sideways again coming out of the last corner. know why that steward's already got the checker flag ready. There's still 13 laps left. So that's a bit premature there. Sargent goes defensive again. He's gone deep and that allows Tamworth. Have a little look, and Sargent's lost the rear end and he's gone miles off. Now Tamworth has got through. How is Doley doing on the intermediate tyres? Yeah, he's struggling a lot. It's way too early for them. Mark's managed to catch up to Rick quite a lot, so I wonder if Rick is pitted. Don't think so. The jocks come out. We're going on to the intermediates as well. Still think it's a lap or two too early, based on how much Doley's struggling. See if he goes literally straight on. No, he does make the corner. And he's kept it in a straight line coming out of it. Maybe it's not too early. But then he's already gonna lap Sargent. Oh, what's happened to Mark? Wonder if he's just lost the rear end and binned it into a wall. See if I can see his car anywhere. There's yellow flags up here. Oh, he's managed to spin coming out of the second to last corner and just put it in the wall. Tamworth goes wide again and that allows Sargent back through. Sargent will need to get out of the way of Venny at some point. Yeah, he's letting back through now. Now he can continue his battle with Tamworth. See if anyone else has decided to pit. The challenge has now gone on to the wets. Is he seeing something that I'm not seeing? Okay. Speaking stayed out. Is Malk going to come into the pits? No, Malk's staying out as well. Rick is pitted, but he's losing so much time on the intermediates. It's going to be interesting to see if Speed Queen will overtake him once she's pitted. Sargent stays out. Tamworth is coming in. Sargent's now looking down the inside of Rick. He's not going to be able to make it. Do it there. So Rick just doesn't have the grip at all. Sargent's now down the inside. Oh, Sargent taps the back of Rick there. That's not going to be good for his front wing. Sargent's just got so much more grip. He just can't quite get past. That's a bit of an audacious move down the inside there, as now Rick's gone wide. Is Sargent going to pit this lap, or is he still going to stay out? No, he's coming in. Right, is there anyone that's still not pitted? Oh, the challenger's gone back to the intermediate. He's now in 7 minutes behind. Yeah, Speed Queen has managed to get past Rick, and Rick's gone off again. Malk's up to 3rd. That's brilliant for Malk. Jock is now caught right up to the back of Rick as well. Rick is struggling so much in these conditions. Tamworth's managed to pull away from Sergeant a bit. Jock is now right at the back of Rick. See if Jock can start to challenge Rick and force him into a mistake. Oh, that's a very audacious move from Jock there, but not quite managed to make it stick. This Fenny is pitted and is still a lap ahead of Jock. I tell you what, this race is going to make the title very interesting. Because the championship leader's retired, Speed Queen's in 2nd, Jock's in 5th, Tamworth is 6th, Racing Green's retired, Malk's on the podium. He's going to throw it all up in the air, I think. Fenny's 1 minute 8 seconds ahead of the person second, Speed Queen. I think he might need a slower car next week. Be 1 minute and 8 seconds ahead of the next car. And a 50% race around Austria. Oh, it's in 52 seconds now. Oh. Wonder if Speed Queen's about to come back. See what it is now. Oh, maybe not. Fit back to 53. Malk seems to be struggling quite a lot as well. It's quite tricky conditions at the moment. Slide him round. I do think the No Assist League is the only time Malk uses No Assist. I'm not sure if he uses it in any of the Performance Leagues or the Equal Performance League. Oh, he's run wide again. He's just managed to keep it in a straight line. But Rick's way too far behind to be able to actually challenge. Is that Challenger or Dolly getting out of the way there? See how close Sergeant Tamworth are. Not very. Sergeant's been lapped by Speed Queen now. See if Malk is actually managing to keep it in a straight line now. Yeah, seems to be. ride on board a Jock for a few laps. Now it runs to back a Rick. It's very close at the last corner. Can't be too long before they go on to wets either. So it is looking extremely wet. As Jock goes down the inside into the first corner, as they touch wheels, Jock slightly loses the rear end. It's now a drag race going up to the hairpin, the Mercedes engine versus the Renault engine. So it's Rick going to be able to hold it around the outside. Jock's not really giving him any room there. Kind of forces him off the track, but Jock's managed to keep the position. Not sure Rick's going to be particularly happy with that, but that's racing. It is quite treacherous conditions as well. It's all going to play a factor. Challenger's pitted again. How many times has he pitted now? 5 laps. We'll just check, see if anyone's got any penalties. Speed Queen's got a 3-second penalty, but that won't really affect her. Malk's just got a single warning. Jock's got a 6-second worth of penalties. Who's that? It's Tamworth and Rick now battling. That's interesting. Tamworth's got up quite a lot then. Must have been while Jock and Rick were battling, Tamworth's got up to the back of them all. So Rick loses the rear end again. Oh, Sergeant's disconnected or something. Tamworth's now got past. I wonder if we'll now be able to challenge Jock in the last 4 or so laps. Well, that's happening. I'm just going to check the race director again. So Jock's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Tamworth's got 9. Rick's got none. Daddy's got none. Sergeant's. Oh, Sergeant's disconnected anyway. So at the moment, based on the penalties, it looks like Rick might actually be able to get 4th still. That'll be interesting. Oh my god, what is Challenger doing? Okay. I think I've seen some of the most crazy tyre decisions I've ever seen so far. Oh, that might actually be Dolly, not Challenger. My bad. But Challenger's on the intermediates. So yeah, it was Dolly that was spinning around. It's definitely not time for the wet tyres, I don't think. He's lost some of his front wing as well, so it's not really going to help him. There's a debris from where Mark binned it into the wall. Oh, there's actually only 2 laps left, because Fenny's already on lap 35. He's so far ahead of everyone else, it's ridiculous. But Tamworth has managed to catch up to the back of Jock. But he's going to need to get ahead of him, and ahead by 3 seconds, I think it is. It's going to be interesting because Rick's falling back a little bit. So I don't think he is going to be close enough once all the penalties are added up. Tamworth now lost quite a lot of time now. So I don't think he'll actually be able to mount a proper challenge as now Jock's managed to pull away from him quite a lot. It does seem like it's very nearly wet weather tyres, but there's only like 1 lap left, so there's no point going on to them. As Venny is on to the last lap, I'll see if I can catch him when he crosses the line. Tamworth's not really going to be close enough, I don't think. I'm going to quickly see if Venny's across the lines. It comes around the penultimate corner, then the final corner. Oh, he lost the rear end of that, but comes over the line to win round 3 in Austria. It's a phenomenal drive from him now. It's a great win. This Jock has managed to stay ahead of Tamworth as well. I think that would be the end of their race. So Rick will have to hold on to 6th. Challenger is pitted again. And now I think it's just Speed Queen to cross the line. So follow her around the last few corners. Comes around the penultimate corner. Let's take a well-earned 2nd place. Good drive from her as well in the tricky conditions. Dolly's coming over to cross the line as well. Little wet tyres. Challenger still got to finish. Yeah, I think he has. Oh, I think he's also... Has he run out of fuel, or is he just driving extremely carefully? Well, he's tried driving extremely carefully and still span into a wall. That's impressive. Well, you finished at least. So, on the top step of the podium, it will be Vinny. Speed Queen in 2nd. And Malk in 3rd. So we'll run down the rest of the grid. Jock kept 4th in the end, just holding off Tamworth. And then Rick was fairly close behind them, followed by Dodie. Sargent still finished ahead of Challenger even though he didn't finish the race. And Challenger ended up doing 7 pit stops, which is quite impressive. And that's Mark and then Racing Green. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week for... I can't remember what the track is next week. Let's have a look. Canada. See you later.